All right, Lindsay, thank you. Wheel of Fortune. Hey, it's been around for decades, but most only dream of spinning that wheel.
Well, a Utah man recently got the chance to do just that. Scott Haney's episode airs this coming Monday, so we wanted to check in with him beforehand. And Scott's joining us live now. And Scott, you can't really tell us too much, right?
Nope, no spoilers, they said.
Well, talk to us about getting on the show. What was that process like?
Oh, what a great experience. So I applied last March, and I coach high school baseball, and they wanted me to come for Teacher Week, which would have been April 26th and 27th, and we were playing our rival, Springville, and I just told them I couldn't go. And so I thought I blew my chance, but when we got back to school this year, I tried again. And 2 days later, they wanted to do a Zoom call, and before the Zoom call, they called and said, hey, you're already in. We want you. And they invited me to come. I actually filmed September 25th. So it's been hard to sit on and not say anything.
Wow. So it happened back in September. At least it wasn't in baseball season. Where do you coach? What school?
I coach at Salem Hills High School.
Salem Hills.
I coached 39 years and resigned this year. So, but wow. I had a great time. Yep.
Excellent. All right. So actually doing the show, what's that day like as you're getting ready for the filming process?
I'll tell you what, everything was top notch. One thing that I can tell people now is we stage everything on the Jeopardy stage. I mean, we do the hair and makeup. They have us practice and tell us what we want, what we should do and say, and make sure we buy a vowel. But and then when it's our show, we walk across the little alleyway over into the Wheel of Jeopardy studio, and I mean, everything's top notch. I mean, we got to practice with a guy who looks just like Ryan Seacrest, a woman that looks just like Vanna White, and it was just top notch.
You treated like a king for a day, right? And then
yes.
What about when you got to your chance to spin the wheel?
Oh, it's funny. They say, hey, you got to do it the right way because you could get your hand caught in different things, and so we actually practiced on that. But it's heavier than you think, But it was cool. I would like to tell you, I mean, Ryan Seacrest is one of the coolest guys I've ever met. I invited him to Utah to hang out, and Vanna White loves golf, and I do too. And I even invited her to come golf at Gladstone and Payson, so we'll see if that happens.
You let us know if they take you up on your offers. That would be cool to cover.
I will.
Hey, Scott, let me ask you this. When people are at home watching, they think they're doing great. They're like, oh, I could be on this show. This looks so easy. I do such a good job solving these puzzles from home. What is that like to actually be there and doing it? Describe the difference watching it at home and actually doing it.
Well, they even tell us that sitting home on your couch is much easier than when you're live. And so here's an interesting thing is they bring 21 people. They're going to film 6 shows, and 3 are going to be alternates. And when I heard that, I'm going, oh my gosh, should I drive all the way down here and I'm going to be an alternate? And ironically, they did tell me that, no, you'll be on, but I didn't know when. I was the 18th guy told that you were going to go on the 6th show. So I was in the last spot, but I was going to be on all along. And I think they do that because the ones who travel can do the later shows. But let me just tell you, watching the other shows, I didn't mess up, luckily, but people would buy a letter or a vowel that had already been said. And the board, the used letter board is right there in front of you, but you get so nervous that you just mess up, And when I was sitting watching the other 5 shows, I was getting those puzzles just like that. Then you get up there and you're going, holy cow, this is a little bit more difficult, because you're thinking about trying to win and get the most money so that you can go to the bonus round, but it's nerve-wracking for sure.
Okay. Well, and you can't tell us if you made it to the bonus round. You can't tell us if you messed up on calling the wrong letter. What was it really tough to make the guesses up there just with the stress?
The categories for my show were pretty cool, kind of right up my alley. And so, I got beat to the punch, where you press the buzzer, and I got beat to the punch a couple times on that, but it it was a good time. I mean, that's all I can say. But it was nerve-wracking. And hey, they, like I said, you get treated like a king in between. You know, on commercials, they'd bring water over to us and dab our makeup. You know, that's why I look so good and I look so bad today. But anyway, a cool thing, just sidebar, was Clint Eastwood, my favorite actor's daughter, did my hair and makeup. Well,
What?
whatever. So that was kind of cool.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
All right, what advice do you have for people if they want to try out and if they happen to get onto the show?
Okay, just try. You know, I thought, man, this is the hardest thing in the world. Just try. You know, I mean, I've been a big fan. My mom and I watched it since I was in junior high, you know, and I just said, I'm going to try this, you know. So people don't think, they're going to pick me. Why not you, you know? And so, and then once you get there, is just calm your nerves, be yourself, you know, slow things down. You know, here's one thing that's interesting is you say, I'm going to solve the puzzle. And they say, okay, and you go, let's see, it is this, this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
If you say, let's see, you're wrong. That you don't get it. So you got to slow things down and just say the answer only, you know, and people messed up on that.
Okay, some
Right.
good tips.
Yeah, Scott.
Now we know.
We're wishing you the best, even though you know what happens. We're wishing you the best.
Tough
Well,
to
I
keep
sure
a secret.
appreciate your time. It's Monday, President's Day, yep.
That's right. Monday, February 16th, 6 p.m., right here on
Correct.
KJZZ. Scott Haney, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Hey, thank you so much.
All right, a reminder for you, you can watch Arc Salt Lake anytime on your phone, tablet, or TV. Check out highlights from all of our newscasts on the Arc Salt Lake YouTube page. You can also scan the QR code right there on your screen to take you there.